boy Mr. Knock One Down. I'm up in this garage attic, running some outdoor floodlights. Boy, it's hot up there. Show you guys what I'm doing here. Just installing some lights on this detached garage. I had solar lights, but they stopped working properly, so I'm going to install 3 of these. I've already got them wired up, mounted up. So now I'm up in the attic, working the magic there. That's what I'm getting into today before I go back to work. It's light work. I always practice safety when you're doing this. Like I say, I'm not an electrician and electrician, but I've been around quite a few of them, so I know what to do. I'll take you guys upstairs and let you take a look at this. All right, now I'm up in the attic. So you can see, it's kind of dim up here, but I got some Romex that's running to the side floodlight. And then over here is the front. And all the way back there is the rear of the garage. And here's my junction box, so this is where everything is gonna tie in. And then you have to have a cover to cover that up once you wire nut everything together. And these are dusk to dawn lights, so I don't have them on a switch. I'm gonna wire them to an existing outlet, and they'll come on and off by themselves. So here's my outlet box that's in the ceiling. I've already ran my piece of Romex in there, and it's hanging out, and I'll cut it to length when I finish doing what I need to do up here in the attic. Tie all these wires together and put the cover on. So y'all stay tuned. Peace. Once I get everything wired together, I go to the main breaker box. You know, every breaker is labeled to where each wire is attached to that breaker, so there won't be any confusion there. So what I got here, it's an electrical pin. Once I turn that breaker off, I take this pin and I probe my outlet. So let me show you. Right now this breaker is not off, so if I touch this pin to this piece of Romex wire here, it's gonna go off. That means it's hot. So it's just a safety precaution, a safety tool to keep you safe. Well, you know the breaker is off, but if you still getting that sound, then you got a bad breaker. Once I cut that breaker off and touch those wires with this pin, you shouldn't get that beeping sound. If you do, you got a bad breaker. Got all my wires wire nutted together, my hot and my ground. So now I'm gonna tuck that away inside this junction box. As you can see, my job is finished up here in the attic. So I got the top cover on this junction box. That keep your wires safe. Keep you safe from the wires, however you want to put it, but that's it. So now I'm gonna go downstairs and connect to this outlet here. But first I'll go and turn the brake off to the garage and come back and test it. As you can see, my lights are on in the garage. Switches in their own position. I'm gonna go cut this breaker off. So I'm gonna find the tab that says garage. And we're gonna cut that off. This is what you call a dual breaker. Got two different legs to that breaker. So one is for the garage and one is for lights and receptacles. So what you do, I don't want to cut off any lights in the house. So what I'm gonna do is go and test my receptacles, which is the outlets. Back in the garage, as you can see, the lights are off. So I'm gonna take my tester and test this receptacle. Now beeping, it means it's off. Oops. Man, I'm glad I didn't break my tool. Cut it off and all just to make sure everything is all right. Nothing. 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 So now I can go ahead and wire this in to the receptacle. I have to cut that a little bit, and then I'll use those screws on each side to get my power. Got your white on this side and the black on the other side. I'll be back with you guys. All right, now I got my wires connected. Black on this side, white on this side. So I'm gonna put the receptacle back in, button everything back up, and I'll cut the power back on, and then wait for night to fall to trigger that sensor on those lights out there, and then I'll come back with some more footage. As you can see, still dark in the garage. I'm getting ready to turn the breaker back on. Power. Well, it was the final look. It's dark outside now. My driveway wasn't nearly lit up like this with the motion lights, but now it's well lit up. And in the backyard, it wasn't nearly lit up like this. As you can see, it's lit up pretty good. My main concern is when the kids take the trash out sometimes at night. We got a bright pathway to the trash cans. Same for the back of the garage. wasn't nearly lit up like this. So hey, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, checking out your boy, Mr. Knock One Down, letting you see my skills.